Everyone, James Rath here. So recently I've been seeing some articles that say Facebook helps the blind see images. Now, I put quotations over see because obviously this isn't 100% accurate. These are just sort of clickbaity titles, but Facebook has taken another step to sort of push accessibility for its users, which is actually really cool, but it's still not quite there yet from what they want it to be. So this feature that I'm talking about that Facebook just rolled out is allowing the voice readers in iPhone and Mac? No, not Mac. I think it's just, it's just in iOS. So this feature that Facebook rolled out is basically a addition to just allowing your voiceover on your iPhone and iPad reading all the posts and everything that's on the screen on the Facebook app. But now it will actually try to describe what's in the images that your friends share, that are uploaded to Facebook by pages and whatnot. So the way that Facebook is describing this feature is that artificial intelligence will be able to sort of scan the image and tell you how many people are in the image, and if there's a rainforest, if it's trees, if it's an ocean, if it's a road, what is in this image. It's not perfect. I've tried it myself. In fact, it's not even that good yet. But I went through it and I had it read all my Instagram pictures, and some were beaches, some were skies, and it just wasn't able to recognize that. I wasn't able to recognize a dog, but what it was able to recognize is how many people were in an image. So that was kind of cool, but then I thought about, Facebook already can tell with its artificial intelligence how many people are in an image. What I mean by that is whenever I'm uploading a picture to Facebook, and say it's a group of my friends and I, image is posted, it's asking me who do you want to tag in this image. It's already able to sort of recognize the faces. Now, not only can it recognize what a face is, but it already knows who is Mike, and it knows who is Matt, and who's, I'm just saying random names here, but it already knows who my friends are based on their face. And it's already, that's a little creepy. It's cool in a way, but it's a thing, and Facebook has had that for years now. But now it just sort of narrates that. So maybe other users have had success where it's able to describe a beach or and maybe it's just the most simplistic photos that it can sort of read objects of. But as of yet, I still cannot get it to read any more or describe any more than just how many people are in an image. But enough talking about it, let's go demonstrate it. So when you have the built-in voiceover on iOS turned on, it will narrate everything that you're doing on screen. This is specifically helpful for those who are blind or visually impaired. So this is a public Facebook page here for a public figure. It also shows that VoiceOver can change its language when it's reading different languages, which is cool. So that right there, that's the AI of Facebook, being able to tell if it's outdoors, it's nature. So that's actually really cool. It was only able to tell, though, one person. It wasn't able to recognize the other face. So with this next image here, this one was unable to recognize that there was a dog and a cat and there was outdoors and nature. The image description that it's narrating was actually manually put in by the uploader of the image. Facebook wasn't the only social network to extend its accessibility reach, and what I mean is Twitter has also rolled out a feature that allows you to have more than 140 characters in a tweet with an image, but you can't actually see the text. What it is you can add an extra 420 characters, I believe, and you can use that to describe what your image that you're uploading for those of us who are visually impaired or blind. Though you can't actually read this text, it's an alternate text that's in the image file. I don't know, it's technical terms. Anyway, it's invisible text that is there, but the invisible text can be picked up and read by screen readers, by VoiceOver on iOS and the iPad and iPhone. So I'm going to demonstrate for you how to upload an image and add the image description, and then how to get it to read it to you. Let's do that now. When you're in the Twitter app, you go to the gear/settings in your profile section, and then you click on displaying sounds, and then accessibility at the bottom. Then make sure that you have the toggle on for compose image descriptions. Once you have that, when you go to compose your tweet, select the image that you want from your library, and then make your tweet out if you're even going to tweet anything with it. Now to add the description of the image, you tap on add to description, then you can either paste text, you can type it, or use dictation. In this case, I decided to just take text that I already had from Instagram and copy and paste it for the same image. Just make sure everything's alright, then you hit add. Once you make all the final adjustments to your image, whether it's edits or whatnot, you just hit send tweet, refresh, and there it is. So now when we enable voiceover, which you can do through Siri or in the settings under accessibility.
At James Rath. This is Pal. This was the very first dog I grew up with. She passed away a few years ago. She was the sweetest.
So it reads the tweet.
Image description. A husky dog lays down in the snow.
And then it successfully reads the invisible text and caption that you added to the image.
Her bright brown eyes look into the camera.
So this whole video has kind of been about image descriptions, and something that I'm going to try to do now on Instagram, Tumblr, for my own original work. It's something that's important to people who have screen readers or braille readers. It's important if you want your content to be reaching a broader audience, if you don't want to exclude people, it's good to add image descriptions. Just add a sentence, 2, 3 sentences, depending on what your context is in the image, and just sort of describe what is happening in the picture that you're trying to share with the world. And so it's cool that, you know, Twitter is now allowing that for when you upload an image to the iPhone app. It's also important that you know, add them on Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, wherever you're sharing it. There's some do's and don'ts for image descriptions, and if you just want the best practices, I'll have a link down below to get you sort of started on that, because, you know, I'm still learning how to do it. I'm just trying to figure out, you know, and it does help me sort of figure out, how do I describe this? Like, how would I describe what is happening here? So it's interesting, it makes you think a little bit, it's a learning experience. So that's fun. But yeah, I just kind of want to talk about image descriptions, what they were, and how they can benefit people, and why you should, as a content creator or content sharer, include your image descriptions. If you haven't seen last week's video, I'm also trying to campaign for YouTube to add the ability for creators to have audio descriptions. So after you upload a video and you want to add narrations for people who are visually impaired, have cognitive disabilities, or just want to have extra, you know, context of what's happening, having an extra audio track that would allow you to describe the missing pieces that you would otherwise need to see what's happening in the video in order to get the context of what's happening, basically. But there's a whole video on that, and if you want to sort of share and help that movement, I've already sort of emailed it to some guys at YouTube, and you know, just keep sharing it, make it a priority for them to add this. Check out that video. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching this week's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I got so much more content. I'm going to be at Playlist Live. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a convention in Orlando, Florida that's happening April. Days are going to be right there. I can't remember the dates, which I should probably know considering I'm going to be there and need to take a flight. Yeah, I'm going to be there though. If you guys want to meet there, I'm happy to meet with you guys and say hi, take a selfie, and just have a cool conversation. That's what these videos are about. Leave a comment down below if we want to start that conversation. We could finish it in person. We can finish it in the comments. We could finish it on Twitter, where you can follow me. Yeah, I'm just shameless promoting right now. I will see you guys next time. Bye.